Ooh. It's a gel blush. It feels cold to the touch. Oh, wow. I thought it was like I know that it's a gel blush, but it feels, or it looked like a powder, but then it feels very cold and very wet. And it's very invisible. I feel like a cat because I'm chasing the light all around my house just to show what this blush looks like. This is why I'm not a beauty YouTuber, but I'm trying. This is the cream blush today, and it feels okay. Feels nice and cool, but this is the Westman Atelier cream blush, and it is just so much more pigmented, but the color is actually pretty similar, like both kind of berry-ish, blushy-ish, berry-ish, pinky blush tones. And it just feels better. It feels more substantial. I don't know. This is what I have on my cheeks today, and it is my old eyes. Bubble, that's the name. Feel a little deer in the headlights going on. Hi. It's a rare moment in the daytime when I can sit down and I have a little bit of time to chat before the rest of my day. I volunteered at my kids' school. That's what I do. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I just volunteer a lot in my child's life, in his school activities. And December is a whirlwind of school activities, so it's one thing and then the other. We have like a dinner to get to later. Talked to some people. I was reminded how nice some people can be and how people just want connection, like human connection, which is something that's been really nice about doing Vlogmas this year. Like, I get it now. I get why I'm doing what I'm doing. I mean, let's be real. I wanted to do Vlogmas this year so I can record my Paul and Joe advent calendar that I got this year back in like October. But other than that, for other reasons, I just felt something. Like, I felt that the time was right to do Vlogmas this year, like daily Vlogmas. I think in 2021, I did like weekly Vlogmas, and so I put out like 4 or 5 videos in December, as opposed to like the monthly vlogs that I was doing at the time. And I really wanted to try, like, challenge myself to do daily Vlogmas. And I knew that for me, it's gonna be a very hang-outy, very casual style of vlogging. And I had no idea what that would like ultimately mean. I had no idea why I had a desire, because I'm the person who always just goes straight to the negative of things. Like, I kept telling myself, oh my God, I'm gonna be so tired every day. I am so tired after just uploading one video a month, much less one a day. Like, that means I need to be really strict about my routine. I can't just do whatever I want, as I try to be as much as possible in my daily life. And I really try to upload these before midnight. Yesterday I was a little bit late. I think I uploaded at 12:20, but I will allow myself that self-imposed arbitrary rule. But after doing it for a week, I get it. It's fun in the sense that it's so immediate. Like, all of the comments that you guys have for me, I can respond right away, and I can address it right away, like to the next day. And the overwhelming sense that I'm getting is that so many of us are very much proud members of the stay-at-home club. And we don't feel bad about it. It's just our personality, it's our nature, it's who we are. There's nothing wrong with that. So last night after I uploaded, I didn't really get to do too much reading, you know, in the morning before my day, but I do just want to quickly mention that I'm about 35% of the way into Icarus by Kay Ankrum. I'm getting it a lot more, and I'm getting into it a lot more. This is YA. I'm not a big YA reader. However, I am reading this, but I'm totally behind this. This is fun. The best part about YA is its unimpeded, unadulterated yearning, because that is the number one feeling that one has in their young adulthood, in their teens, in their high school years, which this story of Icarus very much takes place in. Those high school feelings when home is not a happy place, it's not a safe place. School is also another place that poses its own threats. However, you do feel a certain safety in the friendships that might form. And how did I not think of the Icarus story as a love story with Helios? Like, what a wonderful possibility. So, without spoilers, that's what this book is talking about. And it's written in I'm not going to say it's fun or it's funny, but it's written in a very compelling way. So I'm very much into it. I need to get back into The Leftovers. I just put it down for no reason. I just wanted to change the pace and try something new. I've also been watching Sophie from Sophie's videos, and she's been making her own advent calendar where she wrapped up her tinies, like her Penguin Modern Classics and the Penguin Little Black Books. And I think what she did is she picked them at random and then wrapped them and then put numbers on them, and she'd open them, open one each day. How fantastic. And it reminded me that I also have those box sets that I have read several of, but definitely by no means not all, nor a majority of. And her videos really make me want to pick one up, because there is something so satisfying about reading and finishing a book in one sitting, which I've done in the past, although it's been a while. So I might do that this week as well. Oh God, there's only 2 more weeks of the school year, and I was just thinking of my reading plans in my head, but then also joining them with the school year plans and then family plans. I have this conversation with my mom very frequently about the trials and tribulations of each generation, or not each generation, that's wrong. I mean to say what each decade of your life, the trials and tribulations that each decade of your life poses. And she has said so many times that my current decade that I am in has hands down been the most challenging, because you're pulled from both sides. You've got dependents, and then you've got people above you who are also starting to become dependent upon you, whether that's your family life, whether you have children who are dependent upon you, or you have your aging parents who are starting to become dependent on you, or at work where you're at the middle of your career and you have people below you that you manage, but you also have people above you who are constantly pulling you from both ends. And this is the prime of your life. However, it is the most busiest time of your life. And again, I keep thinking of that Jenny Slate quote from Lifeform, how this is a very fun and very active time in your life. However, you have never felt more tired in your body in your life, which is very true. So I've been thinking about Lifeform a lot. And what else? Do I have any bookish updates? Oh yes, I do. I got an ARC in the mail. Hooray. With a nice PR note from the publisher. It does have the ARC stamp on the cover. There's no real reason to have that be discouraging if you're curious. It's still the book. This is The Boyhood of Cain by Michael Amherst. And it is on sale February 25th, 2025. And apparently it's a debut novel. No idea when I'll read this. I intend to read it. We'll see when I do. So because I have a little bit of time and I really need to do my chatting portion in the daytime, as I do have dinner plans, and I really want to get these Vlogmas videos out by midnight, I am going to finish out today's chatting portion with the end of the year book tag. I know we've only got like 3 more weeks left of December, but you know what? These questions can still apply. So let's get right into it. Are there any books I started this year that I need to finish? Yes, I have decided that I want to more or less clean up my Goodreads, my story graphs. I've had Virginia Woolf's The Waves on my currently reading section for years, and I want it to go away. And the only way out is through it, so I need to read the damn thing. So I want to read The Waves in these next 3 weeks, which isn't gonna be easy because I haven't really liked any Virginia Woolf that I've read, and The Waves is like a longer novel of hers. It's over 300 pages, I think. So it might kind of be something that I grit my teeth through, but I want to read it. Like I genuinely do. I want it to change my mind on Virginia Woolf. Why do I dislike Virginia Woolf, you wonder? Well, it's because I just find her feminism to be a little eyebrow raising. Her, you know, it's very like, what's the term? Like first wave white woman feminism. Yeah, we can do better than that in 2024. Although now with our current politics, perhaps not. Do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? The first book that I read in December was Funny Story by Emily Henry, and I'm still gonna stick to my guns and say that that was a very nice transitional book to enter into the holiday season. I know that the question is asking for autumnal, and there's nothing particularly seasonal about Funny Story. Nevertheless, the feelings that Funny Story evokes is very seasonally appropriate, IMO. Like it's very heartwarming, it's very cute, it's so sweet. Elicited tons of ahs and So it was a very fun, like popcorn way to, you know, like it's like it's akin to eating a lot of popcorn and appetizing yourself for more. So yeah, Funny Story by Emily Henry. It was great. Is there a new release I'm still waiting for? I don't think so for books. However, I am so salivating, squirming in my seat for Christmas Day because I want to go see the movie Baby Girl, which stars one of my current crushes, Harris Dickinson and Nicole Kidman. It's an A24 film. It's supposedly bringing back the like sexy thriller genre of film a la Adrian Lynn, and like I'm already thirsting for The Man as It Is, much less having the premise of the plot be him ordering around an older woman. Be still. What are 3 books I want to read before the end of the year? So not including The Waves by Virginia Woolf, and not including, you know, my current reads, which are The Leftovers by Tom Perrotta, Icarus by Kay Ankrum, and Everyone Knows Your Mother is a Witch by Rivka Galkin. Not including those, I do want to finish the last Gil Schaefer book, like the architecture book of his, to complete his trilogy. I want to read another Korean book. I think it was in 2021 when I was really gung-ho on Korean literature, because I just didn't realize that there was such a thing. And I mean, 2020, like for all of us, was the year when we really starting to read more and getting back into the world of literature. And I just discovered the existence of Korean literature, whether that be Korean from Korea or Korean American. I count both of them. So I read a lot in 2020, 2021, but then I haven't really been lately. And so this year I only read The White Book by Han Gong, just upon, you know, the announcement of her Nobel Prize win. I'm not saying it was bad, it was just underwhelming since it's such a serious book. And I was going in with a very celebratory mood, and so it just didn't hit. And so I really want to try a Korean American book before the year lets out with, I think it's also in one of the books I had in my 24 for 24 video, which I haven't seen or looked at the list that I drew up since then, but it's Pizza Girl. No, I'm still at 2, but it's Pizza Girl by Jean Young Fraser, I think. I hear nothing but good things. You know, I'm also in that offbeat mood from the Rivka Galkin, so I think it's gonna be my next one. Yes, Pizza Girl. And then the third book that I really want to read before the year lets out is my last Natalie Haynes that I currently have as a library ebook that I got from Hoopla. Yes, and have my Storygraph author section be dominated by Natalie Haynes. Is there a book I think could still shock me to become my favorite book of the year? So the answer to this question is actually the reason why I'm doing this spur of the moment, second week of December, end of the year book tag. But I think it was this morning, when Ben uploaded his video review for Glorious Exploits, I think that's the title. So I've had this book on my library hold for so long, and I'm so close. I think I'm the next person in line, so I should be getting it before the end of the year. I have the hold as an audiobook. Ben spoke high praises of the audiobook, high praises of the book itself. And again, it's kind of part of my whole contemporary Greek retelling mood that I've been diving into very deeply all year long. I feel like I must round out this year with that. And after hearing just so many good things about it, it very might well be in my top 10. Who's to say? I don't think it will win over the Hanif Abdurraqib, They Can't Kill Us Until They Kill Us. But, never say never. Have I already started making reading plans for the next year? Very, very loosely. Again, I really want to just clean out my current reads on my reading apps, and that might include just finally tackling the beast that is Anniversaries by Uwe Johnson that I talked about last night. It's like an epistolary format. It's set during, I think it was the 60s, 70s, and 80s of like a German immigrant, I believe. I don't even remember when I started it. I want to say it was 2020, so it was 4 years ago. And I think I had like grand plans to read an entry for each day of the day to me currently, but that's just a surefoot way into to failure for reading that book. You really just have to read it as a book, or at least the first time reading it, definitely. And I want to knock it out. I want to get it over with. But I do have fond memories of reading it when I did. So I'm not imagining it to be a bad read by any means. Like, I think it's time. I've ignored it for far too long. It's time to get back into it again. And as always, I'm always trying to balance between reading the unread physical books on my shelves with my library audiobooks and new releases that entice me. So far, those are my only plans for 2025 reading, which I know will come at me like as soon as I blink. So I hope that you're all having a good day, that you're all enjoying hanging out with me, that you enjoyed my antlers. I went to go volunteer. Did I mention I went to go volunteer at my kid's school today, and hence why I look better. I don't know why. I think that just because more people in my public IRL see me, I should look better. But more people in technical terms probably see me on Vlogmas. And I think it's totally fine that I look not like this. I don't know what I'm saying. I shall make an effort to put out more effort. Okay, thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.